99% of business owners are building their business on sand. And every time a wave comes up, it takes a little bit of that foundation away. And there's three biggest mistakes that business owners are making that are keeping you stuck. I mean, honestly, if you spend the next 3 minutes with me, it's going to feel like a gut punch and a hug at the same time. Maybe even a smack upside the head, but I promise you, you're not going to think the same about yourself or your business ever again. The first biggest mistake that business owners are making is you're speaking against your own business. And what do I mean by that? You're saying, I'm not good at sales. I'm overwhelmed. I'm unorganized. Your words have so much power. And the more that you speak negatively, the more you're blocking yourself, okay? The second mistake that business owners are making, you don't have structure. You don't have structure in your day. You don't have structure in your week. Every month is different. Your sales numbers are up and down. And it's a mess. The third biggest mistake business owners are making is you're not taking action. You have this big old backpack of free information because you expect customers to spend with you, but you don't want to invest in yourself. And so here you are carrying around all this information, and that's why you're overwhelmed. That's why you don't have structure, is because there's no game plan, there's no roadmap. You're just collecting info after info, and there's no method to the madness. And so with these three mistakes, you're building your business on sand. And every time a problem comes up, which means every time a wave comes up, it slowly takes more and more of that foundation away. And then you're overwhelmed, and then you're unorganized, and then you don't know what to do. And so you don't take action. If you finally sit down and you learn how to raise your emotional intelligence, then you're going to know that it's you that's standing in your own way. It's not that you need another course. You're trying all these tactics to make more money, and it's building for a while. Maybe it might even work. But the problem is, every time something comes up, it's slowly taken away from that foundation. And so if you sit back and look at the 30,000 foot view and be like, okay, it's me. It's not because my course needs better pricing, and that's another thing. With your low self-esteem, your low confidence, you spend all this time learning how to get leads, how to get clients, and then when it's time to ask for the money, you're not even confident in your pricing. You're giving discount codes and for a special time offer. Premium buyers aren't looking for discounts. They're looking for results. And so I say all of that to say this. These three biggest mistakes are keeping you stuck. You're speaking negatively. You don't have structure. And you're not taking action on what you learn. You keep filling this backpack with information. And I got to tell you, 99% of my clients are men. They say women are emotional. It's actually men who are more emotional in business. And I say that not just out of theory, but out of experience. You would not believe how many men are not confident, especially with home service providers or service business in general, whether you're doing residential or commercial. A lot of these men are alpha males. They know their craft. They don't need to be told how to install an electrical panel. They don't need to be told how to perform a plumbing service for their client. What they need is structure. What they need is to not be so hard on themselves and to put their ego aside, be willing to listen at what they're doing incorrectly. And a lot of people might say, well, men don't want to be told by a woman what to do. I can tell you this from experience. Most of my clients are men, and the most successful of my clients are men. Those who listen. And you're going to feel like you're being broken down before you're being built up. And that's how it's supposed to be. Build your business on solid ground, not on sand. Every time an issue comes up, which is every time a wave comes up, and is slowly taken away from that foundation. And here you go again. You're stressed at work, You're stressed at home. The wife is unhappy. The kids never see you. Even the dog misses you. And so put your ego aside. Be willing to listen. Be willing to implement. Stop getting free information. Stop bringing in the latest and greatest guru who is going to be there for 2 hours, and that's not going to fix your process. I'll tell you that right now. You spend all this money bringing in the guru to get attention and make your team happy, but is it increasing your revenue? Is that guru spending time on site on a consistent basis and even virtually with your team? Your sales process and aligning every client-facing position in your business is not going to be done in a couple of hours. It's not even going to be done in a week or a month. And this is why I created Rise. This is why I created the 369 sales ecosystem, is so that your team has a special place to confidently practice. This is why your whole arena, which is your company, okay? Your company is your arena. This is why your arena will have infrastructure. You don't want to spend time and money on hiring sales manager after sales manager and the revolving door of the receptionist who constantly comes into work with the attitude that her heart just got broken before she clocked in at 8 a.m. You don't want to have a sales team that has good numbers one day or 1 week and goes and blows it and then comes back the next Monday stressed. You don't want to have a company that does good 1 year and kind of stable the next year, and it slowly chips away at your exit plan. Some of you, in fact, most, this is again by experience, most of my clients do not have an exit strategy. And so you're not working from the end goal in mind. You're simply just providing a service, taking it as it comes, getting referrals, maybe hiring some hot chick to go out and close these deals for you, but it's not sustainable long term. Okay? So Rise is going to help you elevate your emotional intelligence. The 369 sales ecosystem is going to install infrastructure. If you don't want to comment below, I get it, because this is some deep stuff. You're going to have to realize that you're standing in your own way. Send me a DM if you want to talk, if you have questions, I don't mind. But let me tell you, this 369 sales ecosystem has worked in over 18 industries that I've been in over the last 30 years. There is a reason why I went from struggle to prosperity, happiness, better health, and abundance. I'm living my dream life, and it gets better and better and better every day, every week, every month. Because mentally, I'm stable up here. This is the foundation of your business. Not your office with desks and a team. This, your mind, is the foundation of your business. If your mind isn't stable, if you don't have structure, if you don't take action, nothing's going to work long term. Love you, bye.